All right, today we're gonna bring 16 feet of RGB lighting. These are corner lights, and these are Angel Hall lights, all right, LED strips. It has different colors. It comes with the actual controller here that you can control the RGB lighting, the rotations, and the modes. The controllers here, power on and off, different modes too. So if you don't have access to the IR, you can always manually push it. Power for it, power adapter, 16 feet, but they do have different sizes, right? Of RGB lighting, different corners that you need to do. So one is actually to stand out the light. They even give you a short one too. Double-sided tape is included on most of them, and also they include little screws in case you got to work on it. So what we're going to do, we're not going to go over details on exactly the power source or how to set this up properly. We're just going to set it up in our room. The instructions are no instructions. These are very simple to set up. Basically, you set one up here, and this goes right over it, including with the RGB lighting. It's a rail system, if you guys can see that. It just rotates very simple. Double-sided tape on here on the bottom, and then you can screw in the ends. Just make sure that when you set up the actual RGB light, they do have clips. They have little clips in here. There are see-through clips, so if you guys can see that, to hold down the RGB lighting. But prior to setting up, you got to make sure you test this out. All right, so we're going to connect the RGB lighting, test it out, and see how it works. All right, if you guys can see, this is a simple connection. All you got to do is marry these. If this is too long, there's cutout points, all right? In fact, it tells you right here where to cut out, all right? If in case it's too long or you want to short it out, that's another way to do it. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to test it out. So connect these. We got it connected. So what we're going to do, we're going to power it on. There's the RGB lighting, if you guys can see that. Different modes, let's change the modes. There it goes. Testing, 1, 2, 3, audio mode, audio mode. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, audio mode, test 1. Mode number 2, mode number 2. Oh man, look at that one, I like that one. Mode, test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, test. So we are setting up the rails here in this corner. We're gonna go way back here, get rid of some spider webs here and there. So we're gonna keep going with the rail, if you guys can see that. All right, we're gonna screw in the actual ledges so we can start, make sure they're fit up there. There's one. All right, let's review a couple things. So I put the screws in here, goes all the way to the corner, and it's kind of like a, let me show you guys how it looks. It looks like a little crooked corner, but it goes all the way up. You guys can see. So when it hit the maximum, all the way here, go down the line. And if you guys can see, I'm gonna put a little corner there and cap it out because you're not gonna see this part. This is pretty much the bottom of it, but guarantee you guys this is gonna hold for a long time, just as long as you have the screws in there. So now we're gonna start with the LED lights. All right, we're gonna add the LED lights now. Stretch them all the way to the back. All right, just pass it through right now. Double-sided tape. This is the hard part, but I left some spacing because we want to be able to attach the actual plastic. I recommend you guys leave it maybe half a finger, or maybe it's up to you. But I guarantee you, it's going to help you out to take the actual plastics off and on in case you got to remove them or move them, adjust them. All right, so if you guys can see the light, I have the remote control here that I'm able to control it with it, but I'm also able to control it with my phone. Let me show you. So with my phone, I have access to change the settings. If you guys can see that, beautiful colors that we have. We're changing them as we go along, but you have other options too. You could do solid colors. You could do white, completely white. So we're gonna change it white. We could dim it down to yellow, or make it daylight. So if you want more lighting in your studio like I have, you can do that. Change it to music too. So if you want your own music, you start talking. You could mimic anything you want in styles that you want. Jazz, this is jazz. Classic. So you can make changes to any kind of lighting itself. It took me about maybe an hour to set up the whole thing, but look at this. Anytime you talk, the whole system um, changes color to different rainbow colors and so forth. So I like this. You could turn it off completely turn off the light, all right? Turn it on, crank it up. And then we're gonna go back to our fireworks. We're gonna do fireworks. So there's certain ones you could save in here. There have hundreds of different options that you can go with. So we're gonna dream, see dream. Look at that one. Game. This is a game one. Holiday. Let's do holiday. So you could do a lot of different things. Also, you could remote into it. You could turn it off remotely. You could set up with your Alexa or your Google Home. If you guys can see, it looks beautiful. I actually matched it up with my desk, which is another LED setup. So let me show you a little bit close up. I do have the remote set up in the bottom of it, right underneath in the bottom. So it comes up through the corner. It goes up to there. So very simple. It took me about an hour to set up. Beautiful style. I hope you guys enjoy the video.